remarkable, incredible, unbelievable.
Save! And fuck our champions!
Good on Pepe! Goal! It doesn't get any better than that.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Spalding. It's gone for a spacious shot! It's magnificent by Spalding!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the spring split for the American Premier Soccer League. We have a special Friday Night Lights Delaware River Conference match between home side Westchester Predators, they will be in white, and away side Kensington SC in the black. I'm Phil Boda, and today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. Fans of grassroots soccer, we have some housekeeping items to discuss about what went down between the fall and the spring splits. Firstly, you may have noticed that the change in the league's name, and that is because the grassroots soccer community cannot be contained. The Eastern Premier Soccer League has expanded to include a fifth conference, the Constitution Conference, and with the expansion, a new name was in order. The league plans to add conferences further south as they are aspiring to be a national league. The winner of each conference playoff goes to the National Final Four, with the exception of the Northeastern Constitutional Conference, which will play in an interconference playoff for that fourth spot. Game Frame Production is proud to provide broadcasting coverage for this great league. Next, Game and Frame is doubling down on our broadcasts and will be streaming to YouTube this spring. During the fall split, we had over 4.5 million views across all platforms and leagues. We need your help to grow the love of grassroots soccer. Check us out on YouTube and of course hit that bell to like and subscribe. Finally, for the Delaware River Conference, Salone FC have been removed from the conference for failing to pay league fees. So the Delaware River Conference is now back to 10 teams, where the team with the most points at the end of the season will be the conference champion. However, the top 4 teams will have a playoff to determine who goes to the National Four. Looks like the Predators will start out with the ball here today. And on the ball is number 10, Ridge Robinson, who has 14 goals and 5 assists from the fall split. He'll be looking to add to that tally moving forward. Colin Davis here is the left center back. He's looking for a little bit of space and finds it, clips the ball forward, has a willing runner, and that is Lucchini. The goalie, though, number 1, that is Evan Watson, the goalie for Kensington. He ushers that one out of bounds. It's a little bit windy out here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. There are some folks in the stands bundled head to toe with blankets and hoodies and the like. But they're a big fan of grassroots soccer, just like we are, braving the elements here this evening. Lucchini cuts out the pass there from number 3, Martinez. A little bit of a scrum there off the play-in. It is Colin Davis who tries to go for the tackle. Fortunately has some backup here. That is number 8, Alcahun. I'm interested to see how the Predators play in this matchup here at the start of the spring split. They are currently atop the table in the Delaware River Conference with a 7-1-1 record. 44 goals against, 4 and only 10 against. They are very tough to score on, and they have a plethora of goals. The ball put through the channel, but no one able to gather here. We know the ball runs pretty quickly on turf. That was number 9, Escole, who gave chase. Kensington now with the ball. The press, though, from the Predators, looking like true apex hunters out here on the pitch. They gobble the ball up quickly. They try to slip the ball through. Oh, the outward breaking ball, not able to find it. A ball to the back post here, settled nicely. Tries to move around a defender, but it is Sagan who's able to cut out the pass. Sagarn, excuse me. Switching the pace of play now are the Predators. Lucchini on the ball. He tries to move it wide, but that is cut out once again. That's Abdul, number 12. It is Bado, who looks to be the center forward here for Kensington, number 23. He's putting on some light pressure. Doesn't want to spend all of his energy early, though. There's number 2, Renes. Moves it out wide nicely to El Cajun. Moves it back here to Davis. Bernays seems to be the distributor here so far for the Predators. Moves it in the channel, and just a desperate clearance there from number 2. That is Dabor. Ooh, some disciplined control there. Tries to move it along here, but Kensington unable to control. That's number 10, Hagen. Here's Davis on the ball now. Finds a little bit of space. Finds his co-center back there, and that is Axman. Here's Bernays. And Noah Bloget, number 13 on Kensington, wearing the captain's armband. He's been on this squad for a few seasons now, or splits rather. Always lethal with the ball at his feet. Ball crossed all the way to the back post, and it's moved onward. A shove in the back there, though, from number 5. That is Kenneth Robbie. Almost put home there by Lucchini. Robbie, though, very dangerous on the ball. He is number 23. Oh, where is he? Number 28, excuse me. He has 6 goals and 7 assists on this season, the most assists for the side of the Predators. So one, you have to be careful when he's got the ball. Watson puts it a long way, but it is a push in the back for the side of Bado, right in the center circle. Davis out here to Al Cahoon. Moves it centrally. Nicely done there to Robbie. Tries to move it on to Ridge Robinson, the leading goal scorer here. An errant back pass picked up by Lucchini. The layoff there for Robinson. On the back post here is Bernays, who crosses it, but Watson scoops it up. A nice bit of play there. Seems like Kensington just not up to game speed just yet. The press is really crunching them and putting them under duress. Another shove in the back there. Ridge Robinson, the pass not clean enough yet. Here's Bernays. He's looking for a friend. Oh, a couple step overs, but nicely defended. Moves it out wide to Lucchini, who keeps it in. Broken down there by the defense of Kensington. Moves on to Bernays, who stays up centrally. Slips it with a nutmeg. Nice defense, but desperately so. The header clearance has to be true, and it is. That is Lotrian. Can Kensington relieve the pressure here? Get out of the press. A slip of the ball will not do it. Nice little turn there from the side of Dylan Lacey, number 4. Kensington lofts the ball up. Once again, they're trying to look for their big target striker. Hagen battles against Bernays. Just dangles the leg out there. It's Bloget, who may have found the outlet. Finally, Kensington have a chance to break. They're moving the ball forward now. A nice give and go there between Abdul and Dabor. The passes have to be quicker than that in the back line. The Predators are on the hunt, looking for any hospital ball they can get their claws into. There is number 4. Here's Hagen now. Hagen has pressure on his back. A push, though. Will he give him the advantage? No. Lucchini with some strength there. There's Bernays. On the rightward channel now, the Predators are working it. Cutting in central here is Lacey. He clips it on. He was going for goal. He was seeing his name in lights here on Friday night. Well, the wind kind of carried that one off. Here's Watson now, has to give chase. Kensington puts the ball back into play. Oh, a nice block there from Robbie. Once again, just a little bit haphazard on the ball is Kensington. Robbie with a nice step over, cuts it. Nobody home on the back post. Here's Bado. He tries to gather it up, but can't. Stifled there in the middle of the pitch. Lacey now on it. Will he go for the shot again? Tries to feed Ridge, and Ridge dings it off the woodwork. Swipe wet from the brow of Kensington, but not just yet, as the ball is still in their box. Brave defending, desperate defending. A hip check there. And it is Robbie who beams it in the chest of Watson. He is going to be under duress here all night long, I feel. Lost in the darkness there is that punt. It tries to challenge it out of bounds, but a nice body there from El Cajun. He moves it back to Davis. Bado gives chase though. Ascoli, number 9. And there's Bernays. Tries to feed Lucchini, who's been a menace here in that leftward channel. Dylan Lacey, but a nice block there from the defense. That is Maldonado for Kensington. A burly defender. He is towering above a lot of his compatriots there in the center of the box. He's going to be looking to clear the ball aerially, especially on set pieces such as this. I believe that is Robbie who's taking the corner. Makes sense. The assist aficionado. Maybe this is how he's gotten a majority of those stats. A nice in-swinging ball. Watson stays on the line and headed home by Axman. Fist pump into the night, and another assist here for Robbie. A well-worked set piece. The Kensington defense could not track the ever-elusive Axman, and he chops down the defense and scores himself a goal. It is now 1-0 here to the Predators. That will be their 45th goal so far here in the 2024-2025 season. And the defenseman finds himself on the sheet. That's his first goal of this campaign. Bado to Bloget. Moves it back to Maldonado. He moves it across here to Martinez. He's looking for a friend, but nobody's moving for him. The legs may be still frozen out here on this frigid Friday night. And it is, I believe, Bador tried to find Bloget on a willing run here. Kensington will do well to find a spell of possession, but the press from the Predators too strong. Martinez not finding the mark here, and is Segram with the deflection. Lotrian to the center mid. Hagen on the touchline tries to find the triangle, but there's just too many white shirts in the middle. A nice ball in here. It's Ridge Robinson. What will he do with the ball at his feet? He's got 2 people to fight against. Segram, he's just looking to clear it out. Does find a teammate there, but they put it back into the mixer. Lotrian, under duress. Here's Bernays. We know he likes to pass the ball, and he finds Robbie. Lotrian desperate to find some help there in this channel. They're going to have to support him. Bloget just right to the feet of Bernays. He's slicing and dicing. I think that's a fine challenge. Poke the ball right out there. A clear there. Deflects of a Lucchini right into the hands of Watson. My goodness. The gas pedal fully throttled down here for the Predators. They are truly like a lion. They will not let go of any prey they see. El Cajun, he's going there, follow up on the ball. An easy ball in here to Davis. Lucchini says, find a friend. And he finds it in Bernays, who moves it out wide. I believe that is number 9, Ascoli. He finds Dylan Lacey, who's got some wheels. He moves it all the way to the back post. Lucchini can't keep it in. A nicely worked play there from the Predators. Ball just a little too fast there. Kensington just not winning that midfield battle. Seems like there's a gap there for them, and they're just kind of playing the kick and run. And this type of league with this type of competition, that strategy's not always going to work. Martinez, he's trying to find Hagen, but intercepted here by El Cajun. Lucchini now. Oh, a nice let there. It's Ridge Robinson. Maldonado, the burly-chested man, he puts it down. El Cajun once again. Lucchini to the back post. Watson calls it off. Once again, these one-touch passing. These triangles, the shape here from the Predators, my goodness. I guarantee you I'm not biased, but I know good soccer when I see it. And Sagrim, an errant pass back, and he gives it up, and Ridge Robinson slots it home. An unfortunate error from the center defensive mid. That'll be Ridge's 15th goal of this campaign. He's looking for that Golden Boot title, and so far he has it firmly with 15 on the season. You can see Kensington here gathering now. They got to figure out what to do against this press. You know, folks, there are no timeouts in soccer. So when you have a little bit of respite like this, you have to take advantage of it and find a way back into the match. They have a new manager, Kensington SC. Let me get my notes here. The wind is kind of keeping me honest with my papers. Ball, though, back into play. Martinez smacks it long. Loge with some good strength. El Cajun. Have a nice shot there. It's deflected in. The long-range ripper from Abdul. He had confidence on the ball there. My goodness. And that's exactly what Kensington needed after that little bit of break. They say in soccer the best time to score goals right after one has been scored, and Kensington taking that one home. But as I was mentioning, Kensington, for a second I thought there was going to be a substitute, but maybe Hagen just getting some words from his manager. And that's the new coach Justin Haskell. If you are familiar with the Kensington team, their former manager Jim Brazelin is now with AC Trilogy. He made a move during the off-season, or the difference between the splits, the break, whatever you want to call it. So he's now with AC Trilogy, who's at the bottom of the table here in the Delaware River Conference. So he definitely has some work to do as a new manager. But let's see what this new young blood in Justin Haskell has to offer here in Kensington, who currently sits in 4th. So that is playoff position. Sagarn cleared it this time. And not into a dangerous position. But like I was mentioning, yes, Kensington in 4th, and they want to stay in this spot. So that way they can have a chance for that playoff and possibly make a berth into the national finals. Right now the score is 2-1 for the Westchester Predators in white. Lacey now to Bernays. Back to Axman, the goal scorer. Lacey now has the ball again, and you know he likes to run at people. He moves it wide, though, and it is Robbie. Definitely touched. Moves around Lotrian. He's going to go for the shot. Wow, Watson had no vision of that and somehow comes up with the save. My goodness. As a goalkeeper myself, I know how difficult that can be to have no vision of a shot and just anticipate where it might come through. Sagarn, another errant pass, putting his team in the red zone, so to speak. Watson gathers it once again. Lotrian tries to find a teammate there, unable to. Bernays intercepted here by Lotrian. An outlet here. Finds the goal scorer, Abdul. He's dribbling around. He's looking for a friend and finds it in Bador. He's looking for some willing runners. And Bado, he moves it around Axman, cuts it back, but cleaned up nicely there by the Predators. They try to find Ridge Robinson, who's making a nice run, but the ball just too long. It's going to carry on the wind here. A nice deflection there by Robbie. Lotrian goes in for a challenge, but Robbie just too shifty around him. He's going to cross it to the top of the box. Ridge Robinson, he lays it off to Lucchini, who puts it to the back post and shoved off of it. Lacey, he still has it though. He's going to be driving right into the middle of the box. Ridge, an easy gather and an easy slot home. An assist there for Lacey and 16 goals now for Ridge. It almost looks too easy here for the Predators. And it's been a couple months. The last time we were out here, it was a snowy December 15th day. So, you know, these players haven't been out since that time as well. So definitely getting their bearings, their feet under them. So it looks like we did have a switch of sides here. Colan, number 20, he'll be on the right channel. Hagen now will be moving to the center forward position. Hagen doggedly chasing that one. Ridge, a nice layoff. The one-touch passing supreme. Robbie with a little back heel flick. And it's Lacey who's giving chase. Off to the races he goes. Lotrian. Big challenge. It's always the second guy who gets the call. The pressure alleviated just for now here for Kensington. Lotrian, let's see what he decides to do with it here. He just smacks it long, looks for the head of Bloget, who tries to move it on. Robbie flicks it to Lacey. Oh, and through the nut. Oh my goodness. The dribble is clean, the shot is on, but the block is even better here from Martinez. Lucchini spilled out there by Watson. Ridge the first to it, but he was offsides when the kick was initially shot. So that's the first offsides of the match. Maldonado moves it out wide to Bador. Hagen tries to lay it off, but no one was home. It's when the chest was down. There's Ascoli, number 9. Moves it to Lucchini, who finds Robbie, who was making a run. He was offsides anyway. The ref points it, he sees it, but advantage. Dabador. And that was deflected here. Oh no, Martinez. And it's right to the feet of Lacey. He's going to scoop it up. A kick save. Can Robbie find it home? No, Martinez, he just smacks it as far as he can. Ridge now has it. Lacey, this guy is an absolute terror on this leftward channel. They may have found something. He's gonna take on Lotrian every single chance he gets. There's Ascoli. Move it back to Davis here. El Cajun. Ascoli. One touch from Lacey. And a give and go there. A nice tackle from Martinez. And he thwarts that attempt. But still under pressure here are the black and yellow. El Cajun. Lacey now. Does he go for the switch? Yes. And he finds Axman. That's Kaholi. Bodied off the ball there by Bado. Colan, he gives chase. The pass is not clean enough. Loge. Lacey, oh, he tries to go for the little Cruyff pass, but just not enough oomph on it. Here's Sagarn, moves it on to Martinez. Martinez, he looks for that long ball. A nice little acrobatic play. And an up and over, a little juggle practice here for the Predators. Nicely brought down. And Lacey. A late challenge there from Bloget. late there from Blanchet, but I mean, clowning around here were the Predators. They got out of that press quite nicely. The switch of play here from El Cajon. That's Coley. Bernays. Finds Davis. Lacey with it now. Lotrien, he needs some support. It's El Cajon to the back post! And up and over from Lucchini. Yeah, Lotrien, I mean, a stout defender, but maybe not the legs to keep up with the likes of Lacey and El Cajon. Martinez has to shift, but when he does, that leaves Robbie and Ridge right there in the top of the box, and they'll take any shot that they can get. So I'm looking for Sagar, and he's going to have to really pinch in to help over there with Lotrien. El Cajon, Colen now. Lotrien, he's looking for a friend. Nice from Colan. Easily intercepted though from El Cajon. Davis. Bernays. Robbie. Every pass from him seems like it's a technique out of a book. Lacey now finds the deflection with the ball. The overlapping run here from Bernays. The left-footed cross slips off the boot and goes over the crossbar. Okay, a good attempt there though from the side of Kensington. Maybe the shift to have Colan over here can alleviate some of that pressure we've been talking about. It could be this. They're playing 4 at the back, Kensington. Lotrien just not willing to make the recovery run back. Watson, he just pops it up. Sagarn under duress, but he clears. Rado heads it back. And it is Dabor, number 2. He picks it up. Now, folks, we have a couple of great, fantastic games coming up here on Game and Frame. On March 2nd, that is Sunday, we have an FA Euro. We have FA Euro versus Intercontinental Football. That's a U13 match at 10:30. And then we also have MLS Next games at 12:20 and 2:20. So definitely, that next generation of soccer players, you want to tune into that. A tackle there from Colan. The ref says no, play on. It was the advantage sign, but no advantage really given. Bloget tries to find Bado, but a nice header down there. We know the noggin is good from Axman. We do have a couple of other games here. We'll see how this one plays out. Ridge. He's wearing the captain's armband, and rightly so. The call for switch here. Bernays. We know he's got a nice boot and a beautiful touch around Lotrien. Lacey tries to one-time it in. Oh, my goodness, on a screaming run was Lucchini. But just the timing was a speck off. Additionally, on Sunday, folks, we have Zum Schneider FC versus Pan-Cyprian Freedoms at 7:30 p.m. And that is part of the APSL, the American Premier Soccer League, as we are now called. And that is part of the Metropolitan Conference up there in New York. And then on the 5th, we have Hoboken FC 1912 versus SC Vistola Garfield at 8:15 as part of the APSL and the Metropolitan Conference as well. Ridge Robinson now running at defenders, a clatter of bodies here for Kensington. Lacey at the top of the box tries to move it around Martinez, but a nice poke there from the center defender. Watson, who it jumps off of him, but a handball called there for the last deflection, off of Watson. It will be a corner here for the Predators. Robbie is going to be the first to that. He's looking for another assist on the night. Make sure we look for Axman, number 7. He's on that back post. He's trying to hide himself amongst the jerseys. Right-worded backwards, and it could be it again. Oh, glances off the post. These set pieces, my goodness, immaculate from the side of the Predators. And I think it's all because of the service. Folks, we are sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember to keep it fresh. And we're talking to our CEO, Josh. I think I'm going to buy myself one for my season. Keep my cleats nice and fresh because they are definitely stinky after the game. Martinez puts a little bit of pressure on, tries to find the goal scorer in Abdul, but headed away there by Lucchini. A long throw in. Headed into the middle. Bloget! Oh no, it could have crossed the line. Wow. I mean, the goalie has not had much to do back there for the side of the Predators. That is DeMars. So the ball kind of just slipped off his glove there. It almost went across the line, but remember, the whole of the ball must cross for it to be a goal. He saves it there at the last second. Davis puts it on to Axman. Everybody is moving in unison here, the Predators, with such blistering pace. As Coley, a diving challenge there from Kensington. It was Maldonado. Lotrian tries to find an outlet, but it's cut out. And Lacey bounces the ball around his feet, but it was all well-intentioned. Tries to turn it out wide. Bloget, he keeps the ball in, but Robbie crunched in between two. That's a push in the back if I've ever seen one. And the release valve twisted once again here for Kensington. Folks, I would be remiss if I didn't shout out my partner in crime here, Nick Kraus, the very talented producer and cameraman here for our Philadelphia crew of Game and Frame, capturing all the action. We've brought in some new equipment here for you to provide 1080p viewing of this great game, the world's game. And we couldn't do it without you, Nick, so we appreciate you here standing out in the cold with us. Maldonado moves on to Martinez. This is dangerous for Kensington. And there you go, give it up right to Lacey at the top of the box. Moves it on to Robbie, an outstretched leg. Ooh, the chop for the shot fake. That's going to be, brave defending right into the midsection for Abdul. He goes down, the ref having none of it. And there he goes, injury symbol. It looked like it was a little lower than the midsection there. For referees, the safety of the players is of the utmost importance. That is what they are here to do. So he thinks there's a danger, especially in the center of the box where you can get stepped on, jump. If people are jumping, you could get trampled on or tripped over, things like that. So if someone's going down there, you want to stop the play. It's what happens after the fact. Now, how does the referee or center official handle the restart? This does give Kensington a little bit more time to think about how they want to handle this defense. Manager Justin Haskell, he's over there on the sideline talking to his assistant coach. They're putting their heads together literally on this frigid night to figure out what they can do to shore up the defense. Robbie, he's just checking in. He knew that goal was on if Abdul was not in the way. I feel like if Abdul does not get up soon, maybe a substitution would be in order. I don't see any members of the bench for Kensington getting up and taking off any of their pennies or warming up, for that matter. This would have been a good time to talk about our upcoming Game and Frame matches, but you never know what's going to happen in the sport of soccer. Just know that GameandFrame.com is where it's at, as well as Game and Frame on YouTube. Folks, I can't stress it enough to like and subscribe so you never miss a match. That is why we're going to YouTube, so we can notify you more frequently when you get to witness great games like these. It also provides us a stronger streaming platform, as our current website can't handle multiple games at once. So having YouTube allows us to do that. Now, I'm not the tech guy. I leave that stuff up to Nick, but from what I heard in our meeting this week, that's kind of the play. Kensington, another huddle for them. But for the Predators, I mean, really looking like a wolf pack, a mind meld for them. They're just working in unison, a well-coached squad. They are new to the Delaware River Conference, so this is definitely, if they are here to stay, it's going to be a scary competitor for the Delaware River. Center referee is talking to Ridge, saying, Ridge, you pass it back, and we'll just restart here in the back line of the Predators. Axman with it now. El Cahoon, a nicely whizzed ball. He's got his head up immediately, looking for a friend. Oh no, his head up was too long. He forgot the ball. Here's Colan. He tries to move it on, but Bado, he shakes his head. He's like, what the heck? The give and go was not there. Davis now picks it up. And here's Bernays. We know he's like the Pirlo of this squad. He's always looking for that pass, that long ball. We do have number 5 there on the sideline. Davis again. Here's Ascoli. Robbie with his feet on the touchline. He sees a couple willing runners. A whiz ball in. Nicely ushered into the hands of Watson by Maldonado. Lacey was giving chase. That was a nice cutting run there from Ridge Robinson to allow the other runners to go through. A handball not called there as it just bounced around. I feel like he used it control. If that's the case, you call it. Otherwise, if you hit somebody in the hand, I'm not a fan of that call. A clear there from Lotrian. Finds Dabor. He smacks it right into the face of Bernays. Unfortunately, the ball will go the other way, and Kensington will have it. Colan, he's trying to talk to his squad. He's like, well, if I make a run, if I get the ball, you guys got to run too. I got to find another pass because they're putting me under stress immediately. The triangle up front not working in unison here for Kensington. Dabor. He's looking for a partner. Sagarn goes for the check, but not good enough. Dabor launches it. A heave into the fray. And his Bado, he's playing it on the touchline. He's trying to maybe have it go out of bounds. He trips over some legs. Dabor taking no chances. Colin Davis, he chests it to a friend, puts it back to the Mars. He just moves it onward, but Robbie, a nice fake there. A push in the back there for Martinez, and that will be a foul. A nice little skill, though. The one-touch clip. I believe it's a substitute is coming in. Bado is going out. We'll see who pops in. Laughs abound here on this frigid Friday. Let's see who comes in. It's number 26, and then it's Askun Masha. Askun Masha. Lacey. Bernays, excuse me. He has the give and go. He's making a run. He's running at Maldonado. Lacey now has it again. I think that's Lucchini. Puts it on to Lacey. He just smacks it on. It deflects off a number of Kensington players, but falls nicely here to Watson. Hagen tries to move it on to Colan, but cannot. A nice little layoff there from Lacey. And Bador, he clears it up. Oh, the first involvement for Azkahun Masha. And it's a rough challenge. He clashes into that Predator player. Even with my LASIK vision, I can't quite tell who it is. Masha already pleading his case 1 minute into the game. Axman finds the feet of Lucchini. He's going to be finding a cross in right between the legs again. The goal scorer, Abdul, he's trying to weave his way, but he can't stay on the ball long enough. So swarmed is he. Rich Robinson, he might go for a crack. Oh, another between the leg. He chips it off the woodwork again. That's the second time for him. Maldonado swings it clear. My goodness, Ridge. He is inches away from multiple goals. I mean, he's already has 2 on the night, I believe. He has 2. Predators are up 3-1. 2 by Ridge and 1 by Axman off a set piece. Ridge lays it off to Lucchini. And it's Bernace. Crosses it away. Called from Watson, but it trickles all the way through. It is Robbie now. Here to Al Cahun. A nice little maneuver around Hagen. Lacey, he's going to drive at defenders. You know he will. Toe poked away. Martinez tries to block it. Back post it goes. Header wide. Lucchini cannot find a home. Watson has had a lot to do here tonight. Save after save. Deflection after deflection. Tries to find Abdul, but rises as Lucchini. Pushing the back there from Lacey. And it'll go the way of Kensington. Dabor. A challenge in the midfield, but Predators win it. Cut out once again. The board making his presence known here in the leftward channel, but cannot find the pass. Goes for the challenge. The ref not calling it. Playing a very lenient game is he. Now bodies are falling all over the floor. You know, I'm all for playing, a physical game, but when it goes tick for tack and tack for tick, and then eventually you call it, somebody's going to be upset. They're going to ask why. Why didn't I get it? Why did he get it? Got to be consistent and got to be fair. Especially on the touch lines here. With turf fields, there's usually brick or concrete right on the side and in the dugouts as well. So when challenges come out in those areas, players can get hurt. Currently the score as it stands, 3-1 here for the Predators. They're looking to maintain their top spot in the division, especially with the likes of Alloy FC on their heels. They're tied in points. It's basically the goal differential. I mean, it's hard to beat 44-10 on the side of the Predators. They add 3 more to that. That's 47-11. So I think if they're ever tied in points, they're going to have that tiebreaker in the bag. Might be another substitution coming out here for Kensington. Looking to the sideline. Our athletic trainer has entered the building. There they are in the white jacket, applying some treatment. I believe is that Maldonado who's down. That is going to be rough for the side of Kensington. They need that big body, especially on those set pieces, to flick some of those headers away. Martinez here on the touchline. He's in oodles of space. Can they get the ball to him? The ball is now in play. Right into the chest. Golan. Gotta be to the feet. Tabor telling his team to stay up. He's now moved to the central defense position. He's another big body. He knows what his job is now. Win the aerials. Win the 50-50s. El Cajun. Ball maybe slipped a little bit. That's a big hand from Ridge. An errant throw there from El Cajun. Maybe he stepped over the line. Can't do that. Looks like Abdelrahim Ali, number 5 for Kensington, has entered the match here from El Donado. Martinez can't get past the first defender, and it's Robbie who could be on the break. Sagarn doesn't have the pace to keep up with him, but is the substitute who gets a challenge but moves it on. Watson! Ooh, he stuttered there. He wasn't sure if the ball was going to make it all the way in, but it did trickle just into his hands. Ridge, the captain, he knows what sportsmanship is all about. Shakes his hand, moves on. Tabor tries to find a friend, but cannot. These long balls, it's a 50-50 chance, maybe even less. 70-30, if you will. El Cajun. Bernays. Davis now. A left-footed clip. That's Lucchini who brings it down. That's Collet versus Colan. Colan, he moves it around. Nicely done. But can he hold on to it? Nope. Swarmed once again like a pack of piranhas, these Predators. They do not let go of this ball for even an instant. It's Hagen now. He tries to move it on to Abdul. The pass is not clean. Davis, calmly done, moves it out wide. Here's Davis. Robbie was calling for that all the way. A nice touch around 2 defenders. He goes for the shot. Oh, and it is wide. That would have been stuff of magic had he had hit that home. A great combination play between the two. That is going to be scary if you're the back line, and it has been scary if you're the back line for Kensington. Watson, a little bit of backspin. Martinez not able to win it, and it's Robbie. Back heels it to El Cajun, who resets it here to Davis. Over to Axman. He tries to switch the play, and Martinez nods it on, nods it out, allows his team to reset. El Cajun, he'll throw it in. Is he on the line again? He might be. Oh, a nice Cruyff maneuver. Robbie, but closed down nicely there from Abdul. Masha, already in the ref's ear. You know he's already on his mind with that crunching tackle. He's pointing 2 minutes remaining here in our first half. Lacey. Here to Davis. Lacey receives it again. Bloget, I would like to see him get more involved, but he's really has to hold down the midfield. He hasn't had a chance to really move forward just because of how much pressure Kensington has been under. El Cajun, a couple step overs. Moves it to Robbie. Right-footed. And it's Ridge, he could have it. Oh, a reaction save there from Watson. He deflects it over the bar, but what control there from Ridge Robinson. But an even better save from Watson. This is where it's dangerous, folks. The set piece. Every time it seems like a set piece has happened, a Predator has gotten on the ball and put it towards net. Robbie. He's like, all right, Calhoun, you have this time. Away, screams, but a header down. It's right at the edge of the box. Delaware, who has moved to that center position, clears it up, and it's Masha who wiggles free. Finally, a little bit of control in that area. He just clips it on. Kolan tries to claim it, but just a little too far. The final play of our first half, the ref whistle has blown, and our score so far is 3 for the Predators, 1 for Kensington. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll send it to our halftime break, and we'll see you on the other side.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Spalding. It's gone for a spacious shot! It's magnificent by Spalding!
Yeah, and then I'm going to come in. Okay, come up on it. Then go. Hello everyone, welcome to the Game and Frame live stream. I'm Josh Pratt, and we're at St John's Delaware Stadium. It's going to be Spencer Burkhart over the wall. Brilliant! Hoboken level it up. He's gone down. Penalty, Pan-Cyprians. Joe Holland beats Borte and re-establishes the lead for the Pan-Cyprian Freedoms.
Joe, congratulations on the hat-trick. Great seeing you.
As a player, I was looking to just have
Well, guys, that just about does it for us at St John's. The Pan-Cyprian Freedoms going top of the APSL Metropolitan table tonight. 4-2 winners over Hoboken.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are under the lights here in Westchester, Pennsylvania for an American Premier Soccer League matchup between the Westchester Predators and Kensington SC. I'm Phil Boda, partnering with Game in Frame Productions to bring you all the grassroots soccer. And away we go. Kensington with the ball goes for a tried and true strategy. Send it back, clip it forward. Unfortunately, hasn't been working for him too far so in this matchup. Hagen finds Bourget to Colan. Let's see if the halftime did something here for the side of Kensington. They are down 1-3 here. Here is the substitute Ali, who came in for the injured Maldonado as he took a rough challenge near the end of the half. Bador. Loge gets a shove on the back there. Colan lays it off. The goal scorer, Abdul. He moves it back to Baudor. Masha. They have moved back here, going deep into their own half. Dabor under pressure. Watson has to just clear it. The flick on there. Doesn't find anybody with the feet of a Predator player. Here's Davis now. He swings it. And that is Arzi. That is who I was missing all along. I couldn't see him on the other end. Colan fouls him, but the advantage is played as the Predators keep the ball. Lacey to Bernays. A challenge there from Martinez, and this could be the break here for Kensington. But Lacey, wary to the danger. He just clears it out. Allows his team to find their shape again here as they prepare for defense. Martinez. Abdul. Some good strength there. Moves around a couple, but the Predators, in true pack fashion, always come in numbers. Lacey now. He's looking for a friend and finds Lucchini. A beautiful ball to header up. And it's Ali who tries to close him down, but Lucchini moves wide. Masha. A big body here. Hagen doesn't hear Colan behind him, and he closes down the angle Colan was trying to run. Axman, though, trips over him, gives up the ball here. It's El Cajun who moves it out. I believe that's Azcoli. Azcoli. Here's Lacey. An overlapping run from Robbie. Doesn't find him here, but the space created. El Cajun. He's moving to the top of the box. He might have a go of it. Puts it on to RZ. He crosses it to the back post. And Dabor, that's exactly what he's in there to do, is to clear those looping balls in place of Maldonado. As slowly, the frigid air has crept around us here on this last day of February. There are some brave fans, though, among us here in the bleachers, sticking it out here for this battle of the top four of the Delaware River Conference. The Predators currently sit in first, and Kensington in fourth. Colan now. Sagarn. Lotrian. Ali gives him width. Try to move it on to Bloget, but the pass not pinpoint enough. RZ calmly moves it back to Axman. He got his first goal of this campaign. Opened the scoring here in this contest off a nice looping ball. Robbie, the assist maestro. He weaves his way into the box. He could be on the shot. A nice challenge there from Lotrian. It had to be perfect, and it was. Abdul screaming at his defensive line. He knows how impactful these set pieces have been. A short corner, a quick corner. Lacey here to Robbie. He tries to move it on. It pops up. Ridge Robinson brings it down. He could have a shot on. Closed down there by a couple of members. He moves it away across. Lotrian. Masha has got to be more finesse with these challenges. He's just been barreling into people. Here's El Cajun. Moves it on to Robbie. He goes one time. Oh, Ali not able to clear it there. Ridge moves around him. A challenge desperately in and deflects right into the hands of Watson. Ali only had a couple of minutes in that first half before the break, so he's still finding his way into the rhythm of the match. Kolan. Masha. Abdul with tons of space, but where are his friends? Finds one on the outside, I believe it's Martinez. He tries to find Hagen. Pushing the back there, but Colin Davis very strong. And there it is, the foul's called. Whew. It's not the cold that gets you, it's the wind, my friends. And the wind is cutting through me right now, no matter how many layers I've got. It's RZ. A nice cross maneuver. Lacey tries to move it up past Kolan, but cannot. Lucchini. Heads up, heads up. Got to save our new equipment here, folks. Can't let our first trial run with it get battered by a ball. Producer Nick saving the day. Ali now with it for Kensington. His friends need to move. He's looking for a compatriot. Kolan. He wrestles Lucchini down. He pops right back up, though. He's been in this game long enough to know it's physical. El Calhoun. He switches the pace of play. And it's Ascoli. Robbie. This is the dangerous channel. The overlapping run here from Lacey as well to draw some defenders. But Robbie, he'll take him on himself. Moves it to the top of the box. Arzi, he could have a shot on. He decides to move it on. Oh, one-time hit. And a nice save from Watson. He pushes it out of bounds. And it's another corner here for Kensington. I believe that's their fourth of the match. They've scored a goal off of one. Robbie to Axman. Let's see if Robbie, who's standing over it now, can do it again. An in-swinging ball to the back post, and the header was on. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, right to the hands of Watson. Watson pushes it up. I'd like to see a spell of possession here for Kensington. They need to slow this game down. El Calhoun, though, he always wants to speed it up. He finds RZ on the channel once again. RZ finds Bernays. El Calhoun. RZ now again. Lacey. He'll definitely dangle somebody. El Calhoun. And he changes the pace of play. Bernays to Robbie. Overlapping run. It's Ascoli. He moves it on. A nice deflection from Watson. And a desperate clearance there for Kensington. Masha, better be careful. We know he fouls. He moves it on to Ali. Ali, he's just going to bang it forward and does. He finds Bloget. Chests it down to Kolan. But nicked off his feet immediately is El Calhoun. Lucchini resets it for his team. Nicely done there to reclaim the ball from the Predators. Once again, it's the midfield. It's not doing it for me here for Kensington. Sagarn, he's kind of supposed to play center defensive mid. Abdul, he's kind of like a center attacking mid, but doesn't know if he should go forward or stay back. It's really tough. A couple challenges here at the top of the box. There's Sagarn, number 6. But still the Predators hold on to it. Another ball away, screams Watson, and away it goes. Masha, he wants to dangle a couple people. We saw that in the first half. A bright spot. Kolan tips it on to Bloget. I'm feeling the intensity. I feel it. Come on, Kensington. Bloget, a tired leg, wails into the ball, and off Axman it goes. Is it a substitute being whistled on here? Ascoli will leave the match. As soon as I see who will enter, I will let you know. Looks to be one of the Verma brothers. There are 2 on this team. We have Nikhil and Sean. I believe it is Sean. Bloget nods it on. Kolan bumps into people like a pinball out there, just banging around. And here, Sean Verma immediately into the match. He gets the ball distributed from Damar. That's not a name we've called. That's the goalkeeper of the Predators. Haven't seen too much of him so far this match. Weaving his way through traffic is El Cahoon. Tries to find Lacey. Fortunately falls to Robbie. He has a crack from range. Hits into a hand. He has a smack again. Corner kick. Is it deflected off a Kensington defender? See, those are the kind of the handballs that I don't mind not being called. Like, you're jumping, your arms move up, as someone kicks it, it hits your hand. How's that a handball, right? You have no control at that point. But that's just one man's opinion. The handball rule will always be disputed, I feel. Another corner, looping to the back post. A strong punch there from Watson. But still, it's a danger man, Robbie, over the ball. He's going to look to cross it. It does. Deflects off Kensington and falls comfortably to Watson. He's been putting his body on the line time and time again for his team, trying to keep them in it. See, there's a lot of space. It's because Segarn and Abdul, they're playing kind of like in parallel to each other instead of creating width. Bloget, he goes for that challenge and comes up hurt. A smacking challenge. That's our only ball. Just kidding. We have a couple more waiting in the wings, but a massive thump there from Dabor. And that gives Bloget some time to recoup. Definitely get those socks up on turf. You get that rug burn quite easily. RZ will throw it back in. Finds Ridge. RZ moves it back to him. He'll wiggle around a couple people. He moves it to the top of the box. Oh, but whizzed in with pace. Bernace. Whoo! Curling ball goes wide. Another substitute here. Hope these substitutes are warm as they make their way on in the match, because the tempo of this is at a blistering pace. Is it Hagen who's leaving? Or is it Ali? Ali with a quick stint in this contest. And I believe it is the new manager, Justin Haskell, who's decided to make this rotation a position here. It is Hagen, number 10, who is playing the center forward, is now back on left back, left wing. Let's see who has moved to the top. As soon as I see that jersey number, I'll let you know. Bloget, you know, he's no stranger to a challenge in the air. The captains having some words. They set the tempo here in this match. Hagen launches it up. Bloget tries to flick it on, but it's Ridge. Comes up to it. El Cahoon tries to find a challenge. It's Masha. Masha is a freight train in there, but oftentimes you get on the bad side of the referee, but also, you know, consistency is key. Another substitution here, and it is El Cahoon. He has been an absolute menace, and they have taken him out of the match. We have number 23, Thomas King, has entered here. Let's see how he fits into the formation. Axman, he changes the field of play immediately. And here's Verma now. Lacey. How many more minutes does he have in those legs? Got jet fuel in those veins. A nice turn there for Bernice, excuse me. Here now to Robbie, who has switched the side he's been playing on. He's in the rightward channel now instead of the left, trying to confuse the defense. Davis, simple ball out. Finds Verma. Lacey. He's going to be looking for a top of the box, and he finds Ridge Robinson. How? In what way? Moves it out to Robbie. He'll put to the back post. The header in, and the header wide. Lucchini. That's been his third chance in one of those looping header balls, and he just can't seem to hit the target. But they'll keep feeding him. Don't you worry. I don't know how that one ball weaved its way through perfectly to the feet of Ridge Robinson, number 10. He has 2 goals so far in this match, 16 on the season. Watson. Loget. Chops it. 2 members of the Predators here. They move it back to DeMars. And the ball goes out. Unfortunately, a little bit of confusion there in the back line. But I did see number 16 there for Kensington. And that is Saud. Loget, the captain, stands over it. I believe this is their first corner of the match. Could this be a difference maker? A powerful one to the back post. Martinez tries to net it back across. Slips off the hair and out of bounds. DeMars puts it back into play, and it's Bernays. Out here to Davis. He moves it on nicely. Ridge on a nice back run. Hagen on defensive duty. Can he handle Ridge Robinson? Oh, a nice slip in between the defense. Robbie! Nicely cut out there from Dabor. We know he puts his body on the line time and time again. We've casted Kensington a few times. I believe one of those times he got a red card for one of those challenges. That time it was clean. RZ. He resets the ball here to the goal scorer, Axman. The way that they shift the ball, the Predators, just moving it back and forth, forcing Kensington to react with their shape. King falls over the ball, slips on it there. Robbie to Lacey, the back heel. Lotrine. And it trickles right by Watson. No foul there. That's a desperate challenge there from Lotrien. That's the dynamic duo of Robbie and Lacey working together to get the 4th goal here for the Predators. That's that pace we were talking about. No huddle here this time from Kensington. Let's see how they respond. Saud, like to see involvement from him as the substitute there for center forward. Masha has been playing number 26 for Kensington in an interesting spot. Are they playing 5 in the back? Is he supposed to be a center defensive mid who plays a little bit deep? I think it's that those defensive mids need to be sorted out there, really finding what space they need to take and how to take it. Masha, a tough ball there for Abdul to handle. And it falls to Lacey. Seems to be everywhere on the pitch. Predators maintaining control, wearing out the side of Kensington. It's a tough to play in this kind of matchup. Here's King. Moves it to Ridge. Ridge tries to get back to him. Dabor heads it down. Masha in the mix. Kolan Oh no, tried to move it to Martinez, but Abdul got in the way. It is King who slides it across. Oh, a nice bit of skill there from the center back. This could be the break on. Colan. Oh, it slips through. Noah Bloget, the captain. Could he put the team on his back? Couple step overs. A left-footed shot. Whizzes by the post. Oh, he could have inched his team ever so closely to leveling it. Fortunately, it was not to be, but you like to see the captain putting a little fire in his team, getting a shot on. Another substitute here for the side of the Predators. And RZ will be the one to exit the match. Well done here on this Rightwood channel. Let's see who will enter the competition now. It is the other Verma brother. That is Nikhil. Nikhil Verma, number 24 here, in for right wing. Sean Verma smacks it off Abdul. Davis now with it. Demars, he just has to clip it on. Masha bodies it here to Hagen. He's looking for a friend. He just moves it on, but it is out of bounds. Masha, an enforcer here for Kensington, but sometimes enforcing his own team to play a little bit better. You can see him having some words there with Hagen. Davis, a bunch of players around him, and it's Robbie. Magnificent Ridge Robinson now. He has a couple of runners, and it's the substitute king. He gets a shove in the back. The ball goes out. Looks like Lotrien was the last to touch it. Here's Verma. Mikel Verma. He moves it back. Bloget cuts it out. He moves it on to Saoud, who pushes it back to Martinez. The captain Bloget was frustrated with that. He wanted to move on. And now Lacey, he nibbled the ball away, stole his cookies. He goes for the shot. It's off the woodwork and out of bounds. A little bit more life here for the black and yellow as they bring on yet another substitute. It is Colan who will leave. He put in a good shift, really trying to add some fire there to the top three. It's not pinpoint enough. And once I see who this is, I'm gonna let you know. The substitute has some fans in the crowd. They're cheering him on as he enters the match. That is number 14, Canol. Here's Masha. Tabor. Comfortable with the ball at his feet, even in some dangerous positions. Masha touches it on. Wants to find Canol. Simple is the call. Here's Lotrien. Tabor once more. Kensington, how much leg do they have left? They need to move. Soccer is about movement. Tries to move it on. Saoud, though, he was offsides by some miles. You can see it from here. Though, a good little piece of play there from Kensington. They're pressing the issue here a little bit more, testing the back line of the Predators. Here's Verma. That is Sean Verma. Oh, a body check there from Bador. He's letting the substitute know, welcome to the game. We have some more substitutes here for the side of the Predators. A double change here. There's the center back Davis, who leaves the match. And Robbie, who exits as well. He had a terrific day. A couple assists on the board, a couple of nice shots. Let's see how the Predators do with this new lineup. Ridge Robinson playing deep in his own half. Don't always see him back here. Here's Mikael Verma. Puts it out to Axman. So I'm seeing number 12. That is Ryan Knoll here in the attacking zone. Ridge Robinson, a nice touch on. And here's Knoll's first involvement. And he moves it on to the other substitute, number 3. And that is El Hendawi, excuse me. Masha, he's looking to move it on, but it is Verma who moves it on. Chested down here is Knoll. Settle is the call here from the Predators, and settle it they do. Back to Axman. Here's Verma. He finds a friend. It's Lucchini. Here's Thomas King. Knoll and Ridge working together. Knoll moves to the top of the box. A let there from King and Lucchini. Another chance from him over the crossbar goes. And yet another substitute here for Kensington. And is the captain, Loger, who will be exiting the match. He gives the armband over to Martinez. Gives him some words of encouragement, a pat on the back. And he will exit. A good shift from him. Would love to see that goal slotted home to help his side. Fortunately, it was not to be. The score as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, it is 4-1 for the Predators. While we have a moment, I just want to remind everybody that we are sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. Masha now. Abdul to Kanol. He moves it on to Saud, and it's DeMars. Yes, possibly his first save, if you want to put it like that. He gets his hands on that one. Axman now. Barnes. Ridge Robinson. Verma. Robinson moving nicely around Abdul. Desperate challenge from him, but nothing of it. Ridge just taking so much attention. Here's Knoll. The cross too close to the keeper. He claims that one. Good movement. So Ridge now has moved to this right back position, but he still is allowed to facilitate the ball. Here's Masha. We know he can dribble, but he has to find a friend and does. Abdul. Knoll swarms him again. Here's King to Bernays. He's far up the pitch. He's going to stop the ball mid-run. That's some technical skill there. He switches the play here to Sean Verma. And he moves it back across. Nice piece of defending there from Lotrien. He gets the call this time finally for a foul with a push in the back. We have some more substitutes, a trio of black and yellow here, really putting my mental capacity to the test. Is Kensington. Let's see if these can be some impact players. It is Sagarn and Martinez who will be exiting the match. Martinez has just got the captain's armband too. I guess that was more just for good faith. Well, folks, while we have some substitutes entering, we have some fantastic upcoming matches here on Game in Frame. Reminder, we are on YouTube, so like and subscribe. March 2nd, we have FA Euro versus Intercontinental Football. That's the U13 at 10:30. Then we have a U14 at 12:20 and a U15 at 2:20, and those are all MLS Next matches. So you definitely want to check out that next generation of soccer. We also have Schneider FC. Noel, he intercepts that one, and Lacey, he could have the shot on. There's a good challenge from Lotrien. And it's Masha now who tries to break forward, but can't go very far. Here's Thomas King. He goes for a looping ball to the back post. Tabor. And it's El Hendawi who goes up for the challenge, but Watson strong enough to claim it. So, also on March 2nd, we have Schneider FC, and that's versus Prince Prien Freedoms. That's at 7:30 p.m. That's part of the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And then on March 5th, we have Hoboken FC 1912 versus Vestula Garfield at 8:15 p.m. And that's also part of the APSL Metropolitan Conference. I have to get my sheet out here, folks. I do see number 17 here for the side of Kensington, and that's Timur Timurov, to be exact. Here's Noel. Cruyff maneuver. Here now to King. Noel as well. Back to Ridge. Ridge, he was telling him what to do. An overlapping run here from Lacey. The ball might be too far ahead of him. He does keep it in, but can he keep the ball? No, it falls to Masha. He pokes it on to Lotrien, who gets it out wide. There it is. That's the shape I'm looking for. Hagden now, he wants to take it up the line, but Toe pokes it only as far as Ridge. Lacey finds King. King, he's going to run right at goal, but it's Canole who stops him up. Lotrien. He finds a substitute who gets swarmed immediately no matter how many calls from his teammates. That is number 8, Assam. A nice ball there from Lotrien. Sends Timurov on a run. To the top of the box it goes. Bassam tries to keep it down and control it, but can't. Ridge, though, he's all over the pitch. You expect nothing less from the captain. He moves it on to Lacey. Oh, he slips it, but offsides is El Danawi. We also have number 9 from Kensington. That is Jawood. So those are that trio of substitutes. Bassam, Timurov, and Jasud. Here's Bassam now to Masha. Masha with some space ahead of him. He tries to slip it on to Timurov, but it is cut out. Nice bit of skill there. Good triangle and shape from the Predators. And they move it out here to Verma. Back now goes to Axman. Lucchini, he wants to get his name on the score sheet tonight. Out here to Lacey. He was looking for El Hendawi. Couldn't find him there. But finds Verma as an outlet. El Hendawi, number 3. He's raising his hand. He's looking. Look at all the space. Please, feed me. And there it is. He heads it back here to Ridge. Ridge could have a crack from distance. Maybe the left foot. Tries to slip it on. Noel was not expecting that one. Outstretched, but it falls neatly to Watson. Canole, put in danger immediately. You got to be careful. Here's Lucchini. This could be his chance. He could slot it in. Tries to go under Watson, but closes it down. Masha always wants the ball at his feet. Puts it down to Hagden. Jawood. Hagden now. But he gets closed down immediately. The shape's just dismantled, intercepted quickly. Lotrien to Bassam. There's Verma. Claps there from the captain. understanding they worked that one neatly. Sean Verma on the leftward side. Lucchini puts it in the middle. It's El Hendawi. Goes for the top cheddar, but Watson shuts him down. Watson is looking for a better outlet this time. Doesn't want to put Knoll under duress again. El Hendawi batters into Lotrien, but the strength to stay up, the balance as well. Slips it on to Lacey. Lacey could have a go, and does. Tucks it away past Watson. An assist there from El Hendawi. That'll be his first of the season. And Lacey, first goal of the season for him as well. He's been desperate for that. A workhorse, an engine for the Predators in the midfield. Score as it stands now is 5-1 here for the Predators. Only a few more minutes remaining in the match. At this point for Kensington, you don't want to let any other goals in, because for that fourth position, it's going to be hotly contested. You want to make sure, make sure you have that tiebreaker in the bag. Hayden, he just launches it. There was no willing runner on the end of that one. And it's DeMars. Puts it on to Verma, who gets it to his brother. Plenty of space ahead of him as well. What friend can he find? And it's Lucchini. Swinging it over here is Verma again. Ridge Robinson on the ball. He screams onward. Pushes it wide to Knoll. Knoll fakes across and has it. And it's Tabor who clears it up. A nice nod back here from Nick Verma. Barnes picking up a little bit of defensive duties, allows the rest of his teammates to push a little bit further, and that still he can distribute the ball. Lucchini moves it on to El Hendawi, who slips it through to King. And there it is, slotted again. A brace here from Lacey in a matter of seconds. El Hendawi looking very comfortable at the front, weaving through the back line of Kensington. Was able to comfortably push it back, and Lacey slots it home. I mean, the amount of running Lacey has done, he has been all over the pitch. I wish we had a heat map. Maybe that's the next thing we get over here for Game and Frame. It was only a matter of time, especially as the game wears on, your endurance wanes, your focus wanes, you lose track of runners. The other team is sharper to the point. They'll score it. 6-1 now stands the score. The board holding it down there in the back as best he can. Tries to get it on, and Bassam, who gives chase. He's going to run this one all the way home. DeMars, he doesn't pick it up. He puts it back in. Couldn't see if it was a pass or not. Could have been a deflection. If so, you can pick it up. Ridge Robinson. He flicks it up, and it's Knoll in plenty of space. Oh, tries to go past Lotrien, but a good challenge. Another challenge as well. And that one will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Watson pushing his team up. Come on, we can get one more here. Watson puts it in the midfield. Jaoud moves it on, but it falls to Knoll, who slips it on. Hendawi, but he could not stay on sides. A good step there from the back line of Kensington. They will get possession back just a little further up the pitch this time. You can see the frustration mounting here for the black and yellow. Everyone kind of pointing fingers, blaming. How do we get ourselves in line? Might take them a few games, but I believe they can get there. Intercepted there from Ridge Robinson. Knoll moves it to the middle, but a little too far was the chop. Dawood. Ridge towering above. Into space. King puts the ball, and it's Barnice who picks it up. Here's Lacey. 2 goals to his name. He'll take the ball wherever he can get it. Moves it on to King. He has Lucchini on the touch. Finds him. Hall tries to go for the give and go. Deflects off of Basim and out of bounds. Verma, the chest. Too big there. The ball bounces ahead of him, but falls somehow, some way, back to Axman. And it's Noel around Hagden. Oh, a Cruyff and a push. Oh my goodness. Hagden to Masha, the enforcer, the bruiser of the back line. Hagden again. He's got to find a friend. Ridge. Here's Verma. Finds Lacey. Predators, they're just content to be okay with this. Just knock the ball around, maintain some possession. Lacey moves it on to El Hendawi. Oh, King just fell between his legs. That could have been a one for the ages. Axman neatly here to Verma. King. Patience being called. Okay to knock it around once again. Here's Ridge. Back to Axman. They're making Kensington chase, especially with this far into the match. With tired legs, it's going to be hard to do so. Basim, though, a dogged chase from the ball. He will not let that one go quietly into the night. King now. He moves it on. Finds Knoll. Ridge directing traffic. He'll move forward and finds Knoll. Nobody home there. He moves it across. Tabor wiggles it around, and Lucchini, he's been here the entire time. His legs are tired. You can see he's hanging his head. He's like gassed. It's like, please, coach, take me out. Just a few more minutes. And he'll be able to rest up with a victory in hand. He's had a good game. Not able to find the back of the net. Ridge switches it up. Lacey calmly takes it down. A big challenge from Basim. And the foul is called. Foul the other way. Apologies. This will go for Kensington. Canol. And it's Lacey who just gets it right back. Here's Timarov. He loses it though. Puts his, oh my gosh. Puts Barnes, shoves him right in the back. That's a frustration foul if I've ever seen one. Barnes has had a really good game, facilitated the ball really well from the back. Coach Justin yelling at his team to turn and face. Let's see some of that high press that the Predators have been showing all night long. Dawood moves it on, but it's Verma who comes up with it. Low tree hand, and there's 4 members. It's Sean Verma with it. He moves it up and moves it on. Nothing Watson could do about that one. My goodness, another goal here. It is a deluge from the side of the Predators. That is 7 for them. A few more moments left in this one. Kensington and it's Knoll. Can't find the willing runner there, but it's Timarov. There it is, the whistle blown from the center referee. And our final score is Westchester Predators 7, Kensington SC 1. My friends, it's been a pleasure broadcasting this with you from me and our camera producer man, Nick Kraus. We will see you next time, but I believe we'll have an interview in just a few moments, so stick around for that. We'll see you in just a few.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
That's a good bit of footwork there by Spalding. It's gone for a spaceship shot! It's magnificent by Spalding!
Welcome back, Game and Framers. Phil Boda here with the captain of the WC Predators, Ridge Robinson. My friend, we've got a lot to talk about. My first question for you here is, coming into the spring split, you're top of the table with 44 goals for, and you added 7 to that tally tonight. What are the goals for the team moving into this this part of the season?
Yeah, well, that is impressive. This season, we look to our goal is to win the national championship. We are competing in multiple fronts. We got the U.S. Open Cup in a couple weeks, two weeks, and it's using every kind of match we can to prepare to be at the highest level, not just for the U.S. Open Cup, but to make national championship runs here.
And with the performance tonight, definitely looking like it. My next question is, you're the captain of the squad. Did they elect you to be the captain? Did you just the coach give it to you? Tell us a little bit about that story.
Yeah, I'm 31 years old, and most of these kids are kids 18 to 24. So there's a couple other guys, but I think I've just been around been around for a bit, so kind of just an older guy thing.
Yeah, okay. Some wisdom there. I mean, we saw you directing traffic, even move back to the defense, and you were still making Noel look good there on the wing, providing him some good passes, facilitating some of those younger guys. So it makes a lot of sense. Now, my final question for you here is: pick one of those goals. You had a brace here in this 7-goal game. Pick one of those goals and walk us through it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we had a lot of goals tonight. I would probably say my first one, because that was actually my 100th goal for the club.
Wow!
And so we were looking forward to that. And yeah, it was. I had a similar chance earlier in the game where I was 1v1 with the keeper, and I unfortunately hit the post. But it was a very similar chance on the second one. I was able to bury it. And but I mean, all credit goes to all the teammates. I mean, I don't score every goal dribbling everyone, so
right.
It's a great team effort.
Absolutely, and a team effort it was. Congratulations, Ridge, on your 100th goal. My final thing is for you, who would you like to shout out here while we have you on the interview?
I'd like to shout out my wife. We're expecting a baby in October, so that is our first one. We're very excited for that.
Wow, so much to be thankful for, and congratulations, Ridge. Thank you so much, and we'll see a lot more of you in the future.
Great, thank you.
Wow, dude, congratulations.